good. Let's do another one. What child is this? We'll give this a little swing, all right? Refrain. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Please join me in prayer. Loving God, please bless these offerings. May the money collected by par, check, and cash be used for the work of this church. May it help change lives, create new outreach opportunities, and be an aid in our greater community. Amen.
During the children's time, you heard Paige mention Phoenix. And you'll see the theme of Phoenix woven into the cantata this morning. So we're so fortunate to have a representative from Phoenix today be with us and offer greetings. So I invite Sherilyn Holland to come forward and give us a message from Phoenix.
You were not lying when you said there was more people the second time. Hi everyone, my name is Sherilyn Holland. I am a key worker at the Phoenix Youth Shelter. I'm just here to extend thanks in support of the Bedford Church, not only for this year, but for the past 20 years. You guys have supported us. Phoenix. So Phoenix is, sorry, I'm really nervous right now because there's a lot of you. Phoenix is a program. We serve over 1,000 youth a year from ages 11 to 24. And basically we just provide any services that they need, so whether that be emergency beds, food, something as simple as bus tickets. So I was lucky enough to get the opportunity to attend the youth party that happened this Thursday, and each youth was giving a stocking, which was a generous donation from the church here. So on behalf of myself, my organization, and the youth that I serve, I would like to say thank you, because I was lucky enough to be able to give the youth their stockings, and the look on their face when they were able to receive something so simple to us was just like, I can't put it into words. I wish all of you could have been there. So like Paige said, we are able to do Christmas all year round, and it is because of people like you that we are able to do that. So thank you and Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Sherilyn. Thank you to Phoenix. Before we get into this thing called the cantata, I just want to thank the group of folks behind me. They've been working really hard. We've got Kurt McLeod here on the violin. We've got Al Archibald over tickling the ivories back there. Chris Churchill on the bass. Dave Vanier back there. Can you see Dave? He's back there on the drums. And Rachel Naden over there on some guitars. So give it up for the band. I'd like to take this time to introduce all 84 singers, beginning over... Sorry, we won't do that. But please give it up for the singers. You haven't heard them yet. They're awesome. They're awesome. We do have a couple soloists today. We got Zach Withers, and we got April Hart doing a solo. We got Margaret Champion doing a solo, and a trio with Margaret and Monica Geske and Glenda Parsons. So much talent in this group. Thank you for coming and being with us. We got Mike on the soundboard making us all sound great. Chris doing the lyrics. Speaking of lyrics, you'll see this lovely screen back here. So all the lyrics we're singing are going to be on that screen because I want to make sure you hear every word and you know what's happening in our hearts when we sing this, and it might happen in your hearts too. So follow along on the screen as we go. There's a title slide for every song, and on that slide, while we're sort of switching guitars and doing things up here, there's a moment of silence just for you to read the title slide. There's a sentence on it that might be a guiding question for your heart and your mind as you expect the next song. And use that moment of silence. If you feel like applauding, just save it for the very end of the cantata. We'll save all that energy and thanks for the very end. If you have a cell phone, you probably don't. No one has those these days. Could you put it on silent right now? I'll give you a moment. I asked for this at 9, and then someone's went off. Luckily, it was Christmas bells. It's like, oh, good. Just check those phones. That's great. The cantata begins and ends with a song that has a funny title. I think it's funny, but I'm not sure it's funny in a good way. It's called I Have Ears. Sounds like, oh, it's like a Sesame Street cantata. Cool. And then the next song is called I Have Elbows. No, it's... Jesus had this expression that he would say, if you have ears to hear, then listen. And he wasn't saying, pay attention. Listen to what I say, there's going to be a test on it. That's not what he meant. He meant, listen if you have ears, because what I'm about to say could change your life. And it could change the life of your neighbor, and it could change the life of your enemy. So he really meant, listen with those ears, and may it be a straight move to your heart, right? So that's what we hope today happens. In this cantata, I took the work of Phoenix and a few songs and try to lift up their amazing work. They're not a Christian organization, but I think they're doing holy work, and it's amazing. They do it all year long. You're going to meet 4 people through these cantata songs. The first one is a fictitious homeless person, and in this song, he doesn't make it. We always want to help everyone. We think no one is beyond hope. Sometimes people don't make it, and that's what this song is about. You'll meet a pregnant teenager, not Mary, but another one, who found love and acceptance at Phoenix. She was pregnant on the streets. She had her baby Mason, and Phoenix welcomed her. And it's a real story. I lifted it word by word from their promotional material. You'll meet a teen who has this incredible inner strength to disbelieve what her father had always said. And her father said negative things to her and said, you aren't worthy of being in this world. You're no good. She heard that message all her life. But she grew up and said, he's not right. And Phoenix helped reinforce that message. And Phoenix said, you are worthy and you are good and you're going to be amazing with your future. So you'll hear about her. And you'll also meet a mother who does the heartbreaking work of turning one of her own children onto the streets. She has a big group of kids filling her house, but a little bit of money. So when the kid is old enough, she says, will you go out to Phoenix? And they will welcome you. You won't be on the streets. You'll be at Phoenix. And he goes, and she has enough money then to raise the rest of the kids and feed them. A true story. So you're going to meet that person. So Christmas stories are real. They're about real people, a real baby a long time ago. And they're really good news. And we hope you enjoy the music. We sure do. We worked hard. But we hope it's more than the music for you. We hope your heart is softened. And we hope your spirit is inspired to serve in a new way. So, Bedford United Church, if you have ears to hear, then listen.
I have ears, I hear. I have eyes, I see. My heart is soft, oh, my mind is clear. I'm free, I'm free. In me.
backs of our burdens, ours on our shoulders, these will be broken down. Hope will be given from this time onward and forevermore. Those in deep anguish have seen a great light. God before you, we will rejoice. A child has been born for us. A child has been born for us. Yokes of our burdens, ours on our shoulders, these will be broken down. Will be given from this time onward and through the gates to prepare for the way of the highway. Lift up a flag for all. A flag for all. A flag for all. Broken down will be given from this time onward and a child has been born for us. Sleeps in the desert. Hope of all hope is near.
A shoot shall come out from the stalk, from Jesse a branch of Israel.
You know it's been a real hard go. There's not enough for the younger ones. You're old enough to be alone. It breaks my heart that it's come to this. Oh, what have I done? No longer can I carry you. No longer are you mine. Why must love require release? Oh, it kills me every time. There's a shelter just up the street. You tell me you'll go there. Can you hear me when our eyes meet? It's not because I don't care. It breaks my heart that it's come to this. Oh, what have I done? No longer can I carry you. No longer are you mine. Why must love require release? Oh, it kills me every time. Stay one more night, it's snowing. I'll help you pack your things. All your life upon your back. We'll see what tomorrow brings. What can I give him, poor as I am? If I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. If I were a magi, I would do my part. Yet what can I give him? Give. It breaks my heart that it's come to this. Oh, what have I done? No longer can I carry you. No longer are you mine. Why must love require release? Oh, it kills me every time. Why must love require release? Oh, it kills me every time.
the world.
I have ears, I hear. I have eyes, I see. My heart is soft, oh, my mind is clear. I'm free, so free. Free to love, oh, oh. Free to give the hope that is given by the love that lives in me. In me. Angels proclaim our song. The love of God goes on and on and on. Oh, the love of God goes on. The love of God goes on. The love of God goes on. Yeah. Oh, the love of God goes on. The love of God goes on. Oh, the love of God goes on and on. The love of God goes on. Yeah, love of God goes on and on.
Let me get by. So our commissioning this morning, you can remain standing for this, please. Our commissioning comes from Philippians, the 1st and 4th chapter, from the Message translation. Meanwhile, live in such a way that you are a credit to the message of Christ. Stand united, singular in vision and spirit, seeking justice, loving mercy, and always being joyful. Think about things that are lovely, admirable, excellent, and praiseworthy, and put them into practice, and the God of joy will be with you. And together we say, Amen.
I wrote some new words to Joy to the World. Will you try them with us? Great. Yes! 2, 3.